welcome back to Miss Now Speaks. Today we're gonna do indices, and before we start looking at the examples, I would like to actually show you the three formulas that we are gonna be using in indices. So the first one is a power m multiplied with a power n. The second one is a power m divided by a power n, and the third one is a power m close bracket with another power n on the outside. So notice for the first formula, because you have the same base, which is a, and if you see a multiplication, then what you do to the power is you add them up. As for the second formula, if you see a division, then what you do with the power, assuming or providing that they have the same base, then you actually minus or subtract the power. And for the third one, because the base only appears once and the power is side by side, so what happens is you multiply both the powers, which is m and n. Okay, now let's look at a few examples using the different formulas that we have just introduced above. Okay, say we have a 3 power 3 multiplying a 4 power 2. Now notice that both the bases are different. Okay, one is a 3 and one is a 4. So you actually cannot use the formulas above because they don't share the same base. However, you can just use a calculator and calculate out to get the answer. So I just want to show you that although we have different formulas, but it doesn't mean you can use all of them. Okay, example 2, we have m squared multiplied with an m cube, and this time we have the same base. So using the formula is an addition, so the power becomes m2 plus 3, and it is m power 5. Okay, moving on to example 3, we have a base b and a power -1 divided by base b power by 3. So because they are the same base, which is actually b, so you can actually use the second formula and it's minus, so you have a b power -4 at the end. And then we have example 4. Okay, so now we're gonna try, what about c power 2 and then the close bracket power half outside. So formula 3 says that you multiply both the power, therefore 2 multiplied with half gives you a 1. Okay, and example 5, we move on. So now we have a little bit different. We have a number on the outer side of the base, but check that the base is still the same and the base is actually a. So what happens now is just don't care about the 2, just write it as it is, and then we use the formula, the first formula, to add the power up. So you have a 2a power -3. And last but not least, we have example 6. So for example 6, we're gonna have a 1/3 b power 4 divided by 4/7 b power -1. Sorry for the ruler that appears all of a sudden. Okay, so what happens is we deal the numbers separately. Okay, we're going to take the numbers and we're going to count them out separately. So we're going to write 1/3 divided by 4/7. So that is for the numbers part. As for the algebra part, we're going to use the formula, the second formula. So because it's a divide, it is minus. Okay, don't get confused with the -1. It's originally there. So using a calculator to calculate out, you're going to have 7/12 for the number, As for the power, it is B power 5. So that's all for today. Make sure you try some questions by yourself and see you again in the next lesson. Bye bye.